Good morning, YouTube. This one is tough right here. Got a story I like to tell, man, about my Aunt Frankie, man. From y'all that don't know, she just recently passed. Dua, God be with her. To the family out there, to the friends, man, we love, we appreciate you. To her children, it's gonna be all right, y'all. It's a tough one, but this is one bridge that we know we all gonna cross. So, I look at death differently, but anyway, I wanted to bring a little story. I said my auntie promised she would never tell this story, so I guess now I can go ahead and tell this story, man. Y'all bear with me, man. How do I start? Okay, I can remember I probably was in the fifth to sixth grade, right? Cause my auntie ain't but maybe a year or a year and a half to 2 years at the max older than me. But anyway, I was a bad little motherfucker, man. But my Aunt Frankie, we was such an age, I never could. I would try to manhandle her, but I never could because she had too many, my uncles and aunties was rough housing. And with me being the first grandchild, I would try to handle her. And I remember one day in the kitchen, right? My Aunt Rhonda, and everybody know this story that was there, right? But my Aunt Rhonda, I'm meddling with my Aunt Frankie, I'm talking my little shit. I'm a little nigga. I'm the oldest grandkid, so I figure, hell, the things go my way. So, I'm grabbing her and we ref house, and I hear my Aunt Rhonda like, hey, you playing too rough. You need to chill. And before I knew it, I'm a little nigga. I done said, you need to mind your fucking business. And my auntie used all the other kids, none of us had never heard nobody cuss. Everybody look at me, right? So I'm trying to play it off like I ain't do, like, I ain't said, yo. And I hear my auntie, excuse me, what you say? Shit, I'm looking around now, I'm on the spot. You need to mind your fucking business. Before I got the last fuck, yo, anybody that know where my grandma's kitchen is, I don't even remember getting slid. She grabbed me, and when I woke up, bro, I was under the goddamn couch. And everybody was looking at me like, oh shit. And then that's when the laughter erupted. And that day on, I never bothered my Aunt Frankie again because I knew how much my Aunt Rhonda did not play that shit. Like, that was who our protector was. We wouldn't go get our uncle. After that day, we would go get our Aunt Rhonda. You know what I'm saying? And one last story for y'all. I can remember I probably was my first crush. I ain't never told nobody this shit. Only me and Frankie know this shit. I'ma say it anyway. I don't give a damn. I'm grown. My first crush, I remember when my Aunt Frankie and my uncle Calvin had just moved down there, right? So I could kind of tell that they had little, eyes for each other, whatever. Well, anyway, I caught these two kissing, whatever. So I act like I'm gonna go tell. I'm trying to, be that type of little dude. You know how you trying to blackmail somebody. But my Aunt Frankie was so cold-blooded. She whispers in my ear, and I'm gonna tell Nelena not to come over here no more. Oh, broke my heart. Who is Nelena? Everybody know out there. Nelena was probably one of her best friends, probably 6'1". Nice sister, big, heavy bone sister. She was a sinner. And I had a crush on her because it's crazy that she was the only girl that I couldn't score a fucking basket on. And for whatever the reason, that made me have a crush on her. And I was so in love with Nelena's drone that Frankie will tell you, if my baby was there, Frankie would tell you, that was my first kiss. I mean, I was in love with Nelena, man. And I ain't ashamed to admit it at this time. I don't know if my auntie ever told anybody that story, but man, that was my first crush. The Lena Drone, and Frankie used to blackmail my ass, and she needed me to do something because the Lena would come over there with her all the time. None of these niggas, nobody didn't know this but me and her. And that's how she would get me. I go to talking that shit, all right, well, you ain't got to worry about the Lena coming over here. Now, any of y'all that know Nelena, man, you know, Nelena was cool as hell, her sister Erica. But for whatever the reason, I don't know, for whatever the reason, that's who my first crush was Nelena Drone. Y'all should have seen her. Big old tall tree. Everybody out there, you may laugh at me, man, I don't give a damn. But my auntie took that to the grave with her. And to this day, I never forget her. I love you, baby, and we'll see you soon. You fly high, man. No more hurting for you. You know, we'll see you when we get there. R.I.P.